Welcome back, guys, to Ostriv and our idyllic little 18th century Ukrainian village, which is going to become a town and a city, and it's going to become huge and engulf this entire place, and it's going to be epic and awesome. Probably. That is, if I can survive the winter. Now, I'm going to pause it for a second because there's something that I forgot in the first episode, and that is the blacksmith needs charcoal. Okay, so look, not enough charcoal. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to free up those workers. They can go and do something else because they're not doing anything at the moment. And I'm going to put in some charcoal burners. Now, you know what? I was going to put them over here. But thinking about it now, you know what? I might put them behind here. The charcoal's going to be obviously used here. Charcoal is made with firewood, which is produced in here. So I actually think, like, putting them around the... You know what? I'm going to move this house. Yes. Get rid of that. Oh, this could... you know, this could work. This could work quite nicely. Let's have a look. If we get... Where's... Here we go. Charcoal pile. Now, the charcoal piles are... consist of firewood stacked around that central pole. Let's put one there. I'm actually going to put in 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. Come on, come on. There we go. Just so that we've got a nice stock of charcoal going on. Right, so what happens is, if I put this on, you'll see what happens actually. You know what, I'm going to put that fishing dock down to the bottom. The carpenter, you know what, I'm going to move the carpenter up. We'll get the carpenter done first. And then we'll get these done. And then we'll see if we can get... It was always ambitious trying to get the fishing done. But this is going to slow things down, the charcoal. Because we have to wait for the charcoal to be produced. I should have done this earlier. Definitely should have done this earlier. We've got to wait for the charcoal to be produced before we can start producing nails. And also metal parts. Metal parts are used for things like repairing the hand carts when they need repairing. Which is why I want to have the carpenter ready in case. I mean, they're fine at the moment. So look, here's the cart park. You can see, but the durability is dropping. So we are going to need it at some point. But we probably don't need so many metal parts. I'm thinking maybe let's drop this down to around, say, 30. And then we'll focus on 30, 20. Let's stick with 30 for now, I suppose. But it's nail production that we need to get the buildings, like all the houses built and stuff. So if we look over here, let's see. We've got 102 nails. We've got all the nails that we need to build that. So look, how many nails we've got in stock? We've got 716 nails in stock. Each house requires 100 nails. So we've actually got enough nails to build... Actually, we've got enough nails to build the carpenter and all the houses. So actually, yeah, we're okay. We're okay. I was thinking I actually needed some nails to finish these off because of some of the other buildings I've built, like the carpenter. But no, we don't. So that's good. So here we go. Now, this is a job that the women do. The women work as labourers. We click on this. You can see... some of the guys are joining in as well. I can probably... Let's see. We've got 3 guys working on the lumber. We've got 2... we will have 2 guys working on the smithy. Those 2 guys are working as labourers at the moment. How many guys have we got working on the building? We've got 3 working on construction at the moment. So, in that case... I could just put, like, 1 guy in the smithy, probably. In which case, let's put an extra guy onto construction. Yeah, let's put an extra guy on the construction work. Alright, so let's crank this up. So they've got to bring loads and loads and loads of firewood, which they stack up around this central pole. So this guy sensibly has used a handcart. Well done. Good move. And then once they've stacked up enough firewood, they encase it in clay. And then they set light to it. And it's a very specialist trade making charcoal. It's not just bung it all in there and burn it, because you just end up with a pile of ashes. You have to get it to kind of smoulder It's a very slow burn. Right, so this is now progressing along. When we get to the end, we'll have charcoal, and then we can put one guy in here to work on that. All right, good. How are we doing over here? They've got all the stuff that they need. They've just got to build it. That's good. And you'll notice we've now got 4 guys working on the construction, which is awesome. We've got 3 guys working on the lumber. Now we've got 13,000 in stock. I'm going to cut the firewood down, I think. Yeah, to around about 5,000. Yeah, cut down to about 5,000. There you go. So we'll focus more on wood. Now, how much wood do we need for each one of these? We need 5,000 wood per house, right? Which is a fair old amount of house. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30,000 wood we need, and we've got like about half of what we need. But we should now not be producing any more firewood. So hopefully our wood stocks will stay up and be quite good. I would have liked to have maybe built an extra handcart or 2, but I think we're gonna have to live with what we've got. They're like, the handcarts are not staggeringly in demand at the moment anyway. I mean, they are using them, but like that one's still sitting there waiting for somebody to use it. So I think we're okay on handcart. I don't think building an extra handcart would really make any difference at this point. Later on it will. Later on it definitely will. Right, so these are still smouldering away. What are we up to? Oh, we're almost done. You know what? I'm going to crank that up to full speed. Oh, there goes the 3rd one. Now, this is a job that it's kind of worth putting in at least 2, and I would suggest 3. And you could even go more, because the labouring is done by the women, who are basically sitting around not doing a whole hell of a lot at the moment. So it's kind of not a bad idea to get them doing this, and then you get a nice big stock of charcoal. At kind of no cost, apart from the firewood that they need. Right, okay, we're up to almost 15,000 wood, which is nice. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. There's another load of charcoal. So, we can now get a worker into here. There we go. Let's have a look. We've got... Yeah, we've got no open vacancies, and we've got no men who are looking for a job. So if I wanted to get a second guy in here, then I'd have to take somebody off something else. And since we are not desperate for nails right now, so look, yeah, we've still got 616 nails. We've only got 4 houses to build now. We're coming to the end of June. So we've got July, August, September, October, November. We've got to be done by the end of November. So we've got 5 months, 4 houses to build. I think this is going to work out, actually. Then we can start planning for next year. Now, that's going to be crucial. Because for next year, by like next spring, we need to have like a farm going, at least. We need to have fishing started. And... who knows? And we need to get a market set up. There's a lot to do. Lot to do. Let's have a look. How are we doing? Right, so we're starting to produce nails and metal parts, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Let's see. How are you doing? Now, rattling these houses out now. But they should be, because we're running on 3 times speed. Okay, coming to the middle of July. How long is it taking them to build a house? It's got to be... I'm kind of guessing and saying, yeah, like 3/4 of a month or something. Maybe less, maybe half a month. Okay, there's the next one built. We've got 3 to go. August, September, October, November. So, yeah, we've got 4.5... Yeah, it's probably taken about... I think it's taken about half a month to build one. Which is pretty sweet, actually. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to have any problems getting that done. Which is blooming good news, because I was starting to worry. All right, having done that, I can start to think about how I want to lay this out. Now, I do want to have... Where are you? I do want to have a cart park over here. Probably there, in actual fact. Move forward. Yeah. Boom. I'm going to have a cart park there. It's not urgent, though, so we'll leave that at the end of the queue. Well, what else do I want? I want to do some... You know, I'm going to slow this down to medium while I mess around with some fences and stuff. Now, I'm going to put fences... Well, now... I'm going to have to put fences, like, around this. Because it's kind of difficult to butt up to the car park. So, I'm going to just have a fence going around the edge, like that. And then I'm going to put another arch at this end so that we've got two entrances. Let's go with, what do I want? A small arch at this end. Let's flip you around. And we'll have a small arch there. That's fine. Then I want fence 3. Put that up to there. And fence 3 again. And let's just... Now, do I want some space around here? Yeah, no, what? I might even do that. Let's create a bit of space around this. So let's have that like that, and then actually, well, I think what I'm going to do, I was going to like run it like all the way around it, but I think I'm going to bring it down to here. I'm almost tempted to put another. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to put that to there. I'm going to leave a little exit there. I'm not going to put an arch in. I'm just going to leave like a little gap in it, so that people can get in and out from this side. What do I want? I want my fence again, fence 3, and we'll just run it like that. Cool. And then up here, we're just going to finish this bit off. Let's do it from there. You know what? Let's just. Do I just run it up to there? It's kind of difficult to get it to butt up to that nicely, but you know what? That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right, sweet. How are we doing now? We've got 2 houses left. Or you know what? Maybe I could have got more of this done. Maybe I could have got the fishing dock. The problem is, if I get the fishing dock and the boatyard going, then the boatyard has to build some boats, and that takes quite a lot of wood. And then I've got to have the manpower to do it as well, which means there's less people building. So yeah, I mean, I think play it safe. I think get the damn houses built first, then worry about doing the other stuff. Yeah, it's a good plan. Okay, I am going to do a bit of future planning, I think, and then we're going to start thinking about the farm. So houses. Because we're going to want more houses. Because I'm going to slow it down while I'm doing this, because it's easy for things to get out of control. We want more houses because we want more people to move in. Okay. Now at the moment, if you take a look, can you see migration status? Migration is allowed. The water supply is sufficient. We don't have a market, so we need to build a market. People won't move to our town unless there's a market. There's no housing available because we've only got housing enough for our initial people, so we would need extra housing. There are no jobs available, right? So when people see that all of the infrastructure is there, you know, they can get water, they can buy food at the market, there's somewhere for them to live, there are jobs available for them, then they will start moving to the town and we'll start increasing our population. That is at least the plan. Right, we want a house. That doesn't actually look like... Is it lined up? I suppose it is lined up. Okay, fine. I want this as close to that as possible, really. So we'll have a house there. A house there. Am I gonna pause those for now? I think I'm probably gonna pause those for now. Pause that one. Pause that one. So we've got a bit of a street going on down there, which would be cool. Then we've got a bit of a street going on down here, which is cool. I wonder if I can get a house in there, actually. You know what? Let's try. Oh, I can. Oh, no, uneven terrain. Yeah, will you go anywhere? No, you won't. Okay, not too much of a surprise, to be honest. Shame. It would have been really nice if I got a good house in there. I wonder if, like, if you flipped around, does it make any difference? No. No, still doesn't like it. Uneven terrain. No, 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 no. He's not having it. Okay, fair enough. Oops. Okay. Right, so those houses are butted up that way. What I want now is kind of to plan out where my farm's going to be. So I think I'm going to have a row of houses going up here. But I need to plan out where there's a very important building, which is the trading post. And I've got to figure out where I'm going to put the trading post. I'm kind of thinking maybe to put the trading post on this corner. Now the question is, like, how would I want this oriented? And I'm kind of thinking that maybe we have it like that way. Yeah, that would work actually. Do I have it a little bit? Oh, I need to put that house back in, don't I? Because I didn't. Oops. Okay, how many houses have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need to put the extra house in. And that will give me the spacing that I need. Yeah, there we go. So I want you facing that way. Like that kind of thing. Do I want you a bit closer to the road? Yeah. So let's put you in there. Now that needs to get built because that's one of our 9 houses. And then I can go with, what do we want? Trade, the trading post. And we'll put the trading post in. I'm going to put it right next to that house. But I was going to put it, which way around was I going to put? Oh, I was going to put it the other way around, wasn't I? I was going to flip it around that way, wasn't I? Yeah. So how about we put it in kind of sort of there-ish. I might leave a little bit of a gap. Boom. In it goes. Right, that we'll pause. Don't want to build that yet. So the fishing dock and the boatyard, yeah, I want to get those going. The cart parking, yes, I want to get that going. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to want is a farm. So let's plan out. Let's plan out a farm, shall we? We're up to August. Farm. One farm coming right up. Now, there are various things you can do to produce food. There's chickens and pigs and cows and all the rest of it, but you've got to buy those, and we can't do that at the moment. So the only way we can really produce food is fish from the river, because you just can't catch them, and farms, where you might plant up a crop, and away you go. Oh, you know what? I've got that there. I want another house in here, and then I want my farm probably kind of over here. You know what? I might even put. Let's see. That's the trading post. Yeah. I'm gonna put maybe a little row of houses along here. Gonna do it. So now, which way do I have them facing? That way, I guess. Same way as these ones. It makes sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's have 1, 2. Let's have like 3 houses going up there. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So we've got 3 houses going up there. Oh man. So I'm thinking farm starts maybe somewhere around here. Now this, I mean, I can always change this later if it's not in exactly the right place that I want it. Now, how close to that? I want a bit of a distance between this and the houses, I think. So I'm actually going to flip this round this way, I think, because I want the gate opening in the direction that the fields are going to be, and I'm going to put the fields over here. So actually, maybe we have the street coming down there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put this at an angle. I'm actually going to put this at an angle, so I don't want everything to be like dead straight and gritty, do I? No, of course I don't. So let's actually do it like that. and have this there. Right. Farm. In. Cool. And then what I'm going to do... I can't put the fields in until we actually build the farm. So the farm needs to be up there. Let's see. What am I going to build first? I think probably... if I build, you know what? If I build the farm first, then I can be messing around with the fields and stuff while we're getting the fishing stuff built. Because there's no way they're going to produce... I don't think they're going to produce anything this year. We're already August, September, October, November. We've got 3 months left, so no, they wouldn't produce a lot, if anything, to be honest. Okay, so having done that, this is our kind of town squarey kind of place. There are things we're going to want to put in here, like the town hall at some point, and I've got to decide like where I want to put it and what kind of layout I'm going to have. That's a very good point. I suppose I should probably think about that now. Where would we want the town hall? We've got the smithy going on over there. I'm actually thinking, if I'm going to have some houses going on here, although the thing is, it's very steep there. Like, can I even get a house in? Let's have a look. Oh, see, uneven terrain. Ah, I can get a house there, which is fine. Yeah, I can get a house there. You know what? I'm going to put in house. House. And then I'm going to leave a gap. And do house. House. And house. Cool. And then if I turn this round, can I get a house in there? I can. I'm going to. Oh, you watch me. I'm going to. I'm going to have a slightly irregular looking house. Or irregular fences and stuff anyway. Like, actually, if I just rotate it slightly and have it kind of like that. So it's a little bit off. It's not quite regular. Alright, cool. So there's a whole bunch of houses. I'll need to decide which ones I'm going to build, like in which order and whatever. But yeah, there's no worries for that. We are up to August. Let's speed things up a little bit now. So, market. Now, the market's not dreadfully important at the moment because we're not producing any food, so the markets won't have anything to sell. But it might be kind of nice to have an idea of how I want the market to be, like eventually. So let me see. Let's see what we can do. Trade and transport. So we've got the trading post, which is going to be over there. Yeah, stable wagon shed, market stall. So I'm trying to think of like what buildings I can put together to create something that's kind of cool. And I'm wondering, like, if I was to put the granary, which is where food gets stored, if I was to put the granary very near to the market, oh, that could work. If I flip that round, we could kind of use this as like one edge of the square. You know what? If I was to put that there, in which case, let's get rid of that fence now. Goodbye. So if we have the granary there, and then maybe have the market out here. Let's have a look. So market stalls. Now, we want it that way round. Okay, so we would want something like market. Market. Then I'm going to leave a little gap. Market. And market. Oh, come on. Market. And then let's do something like, if I flip this around, let's see, that's the edge of there. So have mark it there. Mark it. Have the gap again. Mark it. And mark it. And then what I was thinking was like something in the middle. If I rotate this that way. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, F! I didn't. You know what? I just found a key that I didn't realise. F does a quarter rotation. So Y does 180 degrees, and F does 90 degrees. Oh, that is very cool. I wish I'd known that before. Let's try and line that up. Yeah. Okay, so we can do something like have one there and one there. Flip it around 180 degrees and have one there. You know what? I'm going to knock one of those down and bring them a bit closer. I want that like that one. So you demolish and where is it? Trade, market, flip you around 180 degrees. Y, there we go, and pop you in like there. Okay, and now we've got like a little bit of a market going on. Right, so let's have a little bit of fencing going on. We'll have so how does fencing number 4? Yeah, fencing number 4 looks good. So I'm just going to put that in like that, and I'm going to put a piece on this side for now. Yeah, for now. What do I want? I want fences. Fence number 4. So we'll have a fence across the back like that. And we'll kind of work on this over time. So we need to have the granary built. So like immediately it's like, yeah, that's coming out too far. We actually need a bit of a gap there. So, but once that's built, then I don't know, maybe I'll put an arch there so people can like walk into like the market area. Yeah, potentially. I'm looking at this and thinking, it's not quite straight. But you know what? It doesn't matter if it's not quite straight, for heaven's sake. The whole point. So it's not the whole point. The whole point is not to build a wonky village. That would be a stupid point, wouldn't it? All right, we have got 2 houses to build, which is this one and this one. September, October, November. We've got 2.5 months to build, well, more than 2.5 months to build 2 houses. I'm reasonably confident we're going to make it through the winter. You know what? Let's crank this up and get this done. But we've made pretty nice progress. Now that we've got a market, right? And for each one of these market stalls, you can say, you can list up to 4 products that they can sell at that market, and then you can assign workers and whatever. But just having the market stall should be enough. Yes. Now, it does say not enough food for sale now, right? Because there's no food being sold at the market. So you do actually have to have food. You can't just build a market. But so we need to get food in there. Still need some extra housing. We need some extra jobs. Well, extra jobs is not a problem. Extra housing, not a problem. So I think we're looking like kind of on target. Alrighty. This is looking not too bad, this area. I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to do with this in terms of like putting some fences in and maybe put in some kind of like fenced off trees and stuff to kind of create a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a layout. So rather than just having them like wandering across open areas, which these paths don't tend to look so good. But if I can put like fences along here and then put some trees in and stuff, maybe I can find some other buildings to put in. So like areas like this are a good place to put in things like wells, for example. So like maybe we'll have a well down here to kind of fill this area in. Eminently possible. Eminently possible. In fact, like, which way around would I want it? Probably, like if I was to put a well, Well. If I was to put a well in, say, there. Let's get that built after the last house. And then, bit of fencing. Let's go. And yeah, it's maybe a bit posh, that fence. Fence 4. It's a bit further out. Maybe, what about fence 1? What's fence 1? Yeah, fence 1. Let's have a bit of a fence going up there. And coming down here. Like this. Then we'll leave a bit of an entrance way, I suppose. And we're going to have an entrance down here. I suppose I'll have a bit of an entrance down here as well. So maybe we just bring that, like, oh no, I was going to leave an entrance there, wasn't I? Yeah. So, actually, I want an entrance, thinking about it, I want an entrance on that side. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Demolish. And let's put a fence in. But we'll leave a gap. So to there, and then we'll come down to there. We'll have the fence going across. Actually, we can put like a gate on this end, can't we? Like that kind of thing. Yeah, so then we kind of make a reason for the paths to be the way they are. Alright, cool. Maybe I can find some building to go in here. No idea what it would be, but hey, it's what it is. So we've still got one well up here. We've got a well going to be going in down there. The other type of water source is this platform. And I don't know, maybe we'll put a platform like down here. Like, am I going to do that now? So we'd want them to come like straight. Maybe if you know what, if I put a platform there, maybe they'll start walking down here to get to it. Be kind of nice. What do we need? 1600 wood, 32 nails. Okay, that's not desperate. That can wait a very long time. That can sit at the end of the queue. Okay, how are we doing? Well, we're still cranking out the stuff, the nails and whatever. But we've already got enough. And you know what? That's it. Oh my lord. We've actually got everything that we need for the 9 houses. So we've built our 9 houses. That's awesome. What are we building now? We're building this well, aren't we? Yeah. Now, the reason for having a well kind of close to these houses is so that they don't have to go so far to get water. That's the idea anyway. Now, we want people to use this well, but we also want this area to be kind of if people want a bit of a rest and stuff. You know what? Let me slow this down a bit. They're going to work now on the. They should be okay with the fishing dock and boatyard. I actually want them working on the farm. That's the granary. That's the trading post houses. Oh, my lord! They've already built the farm. Okay, awesome sauce. In that case, no, you can kind of get on and be building the fish. So let's just slow down for a second. So oh mate, we're just a little bit ahead of schedule because it's just about to turn winter. So I'm going to pause it for a second because what we're now going to have to do is put the fields together and set up a crop rotation and all of that. That, I think we should save for the next episode. Don't you? Yeah, of course we should. But we have made really good progress this episode. We are kind of ahead of the game's schedule because the game's schedule is like just get the houses built before winter. We've got a little bit more before we hit December. The snows will come. So now it's all about getting ready for the spring. Being able to start, because you can't fish during the winter. So as soon as spring comes, we want to be able to get fishing. We want the farm to be ready, the fields in the farm, so that we can start planting in the spring. And then they'll grow through the summer. We reap it in the autumn, or harvest it in the autumn. And then we've got food to see us through the winter. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to say this so far is a success. We had a bit of a crisis with the charcoal debacle, we'll call it. But yeah, we're definitely heading in the right direction. Guys, we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you for the next one, guys. Peace out.